Hi guys, Kim here at Olive City Homestead. It is the end of January here in Northern California, Zone 9B. It means cool nights. We're down in the low 30s at night still. But in the day, it's been sunny and in the mid 60s Fahrenheit for about 2 weeks. So we've been making use of the great weather to do some projects. And today, I'm going to share with you in this video taking down the height of two of my large flowering mulberries that are right in the middle of my island in the front property where I want to grow my wild lavender garden. So my son Paul is here. He's experienced in many great practical skills, and he's gonna help me by doing the work while I kind of boss him around, taking down the height of these trees. I was gonna take them out, but on second thought, because I couldn't get the crab apples here that are hardy in this hot, dry summer I decided that the flowering mulberries would do the trick for local shade, but not too much shade if I just reduce their height by about 2/3. Also, a passerby, random surprise, but very much welcome, was able to provide me with a much needed resource that I have been looking for a long time around here, and it's going to be great for the homestead. So come join me, see what we've done over the last 2 days and my plans for the future. So today is the day we are going to, well, not take down the trees, but take them way down in height. I know I said I was going to take them out, but I think I'm just going to lower their height a lot, and then I can always take them out next year if I don't like the result this year. And hopefully this turns out great. I'm sure it will.
Nice green wood.
Coming down.
Whip me in the ear.
All right. One down, a dozen to go. You have to undercut so that it doesn't break, which would be not good for the tree. Woo! Second branch is down. Good job. So picnic tables have more than one use.
What's that?
For everyone who is worried about my son's safety, he is now for the more, unstable, potentially slightly dangerous parts. He's strapping himself on with professional gear. He, by the way, has jumped out of airplanes many times. He was the, what were you, Paul?
Paratrooper?
A paratrooper in the Army. So he knows how to fall, he says. But he's not falling with a chainsaw, don't worry. He also has trained for as a windmill technician, so he's used to using power tools and stuff at high places. Nothing to worry about here, folks.
Right before I cut my leg off.
You're on video, Paul. He's not going to cut his leg off. Don't try this at home unless you have experience with power tools. Paul, stop messing around. Stop for a second. Just stop for a second. So don't try this at home unless you have experience with power tools. And certainly don't try it in, high locations unless you're experienced with this type of gear. Leave it to somebody who knows what they're doing.
Also, this isn't fall protection. This is just to stabilize me while I'm working.
This is just to stabilize him.
It would not be sufficient if I was high enough, if I was, according to OSHA, more than 6 feet off the ground.
If he was more than 6 feet off the ground, he says, that would not be safe.
If I could easily flip over upside down and slam my head.
Okay, stop talking like that. I'm gonna have to edit that out.
No, I'm telling you, don't work on a tree like this if you're higher up.
Okay.
You would need actual fall protection.
If you're higher than 6 feet, you would need full protection, which he is not using right now. He's just stabilizing himself. There it goes. The final big branch is down, or I should say limb, the huge thing is down. And you can see Paul put on his helmet to make everybody happy there and protect his big head.
To make myself happy.
To make himself happy. Guys, do you see that? That is a tree service. They just happen to be going down the road, doing trees that, you know, are getting in the way of the power lines and stuff. And I saw them and I thought, that's funny, we're doing our trees and there they go. Maybe they're gonna wanna come do our trees. But then it occurred to me, wait a minute, that truck is full of wood chips. And I've called around to a lot of places and tried to get wood chips from tree services, but we're so far out in the country that there's just not a lot of tree services that come out here. So I've never had any luck. I've always had to use my own wood chips. But guess what, guys? I went over there and asked them and said, hey, you guys by chance need a place to dump your wood chips? And they lit up and were like, yes, we do. And I said, okay, well, feel free any time of the year. You can dump your wood chips here in my orchard. And there's a perfect spot for it down here. So right down there, they're gonna dump wood chips and then I can take them wherever I want on my property. Wood chips, free. They are the best source of mulch. They make great paths, they enrich your soil. These are not just, you know, wood, it's leafy material too. The whole trees that are being processed by them into really well chipped, he showed me, wood chips. So I'm super excited. Something that I've been looking for, a source of this, a free source of wood chips, a good supply that doesn't, you know, it's not just a one-time thing. So I am so excited about that. So while the tree service is out there with their crane and everything, we're here doing it the old-fashioned way. I guess they thought Paul looked pretty professional with all his gear because they didn't say a word about that. And here we go, lowering this tree. So here is another way we can be self-sufficient. The tree trimmers are across the street trimming the trees, and we are trimming our own trees. Not that I suggest you do it yourself if you don't have the experience or the equipment, but if you do, makes sense to do it yourself. Woo, with chips in the face. Success. Ooh, there it goes. That's satisfying. Here's the lower tree. Still got small branches coming off of it that I'm going to prune back by half probably. And I know it looks super bare. It's really hard if you've never done this before to picture what it's gonna look like, but take my word for it. I have done it before. And in May, this is gonna look great. It's gonna be just what I wanted. A lower tree that's gonna fill out and have shade just under it, but not overshadowing nearby plants, of which there are going to be many as I plant all these hundreds of little lavender seedlings all over. And there's the second tree. Again, I know it looks very strange right now, and I will be cutting back those side branches a bit. And I know it looks so bare. It looks like I just made it so I don't know, naked, ugly, but again, take my word for it. It will look great in the spring. So this is what those trees did look like. Just huge. And we took them down. In fact, you can see over here the branches we took down, which we will be chopping up for firewood soon. But I'm very pleased overall with how this went. It was the right choice to take these down in height. I can't wait to start putting in my pathways and my plants all over this island. Look, it's the wood chips, full of great leafy material too. That's what you want. The whole tree all chopped up, makes great mulch, regenerates your ground, just enriches that soil like nothing else can do. And from what they said, it's just the first of many loads they're gonna dump here for me. So excited about this. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't yet subscribed to Olive City Homestead, why don't you go ahead and do so and give it a thumbs up while you're at it. I'd sure appreciate it. And remember, you can create the life you want. So why not start right now? Have a great week, everyone. See you next time.